Hey! What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Well, my name is Jeremy, aka, well, come on! It's your boy, IPG, Red, Purple, Gold. Now, before we get into the brand new episode today, I just wanted to be able to take this time and let you guys know to subscribe to the channel if you haven't had a chance to do so already. Make sure to like the video, give it that thumbs up, because it definitely does help the channel be able to grow. On top of that, right down below us, in that comment section, make sure to leave any comments that you guys might like, because it's definitely the best way to be able to get that dialogue started back and forth. And, of course, as always, ding dong, it's the Bell Gang, ladies and gentlemen. You know how I always say it. And make sure to hit that notification bell so that each time that I put up a brand new video, you'll be the first to be notified, numero uno, and then you can be able to take in that content whenever you would like. Well, you guys, I just wanted to thank you and once again welcome you back to another episode of RPG reviews, previews, and general news. And we're going to be going on a whole new swing today. We're going to be doing a couple previews as opposed to reviewing a whole album. So tonight, what we're going to be doing is we're going to change up the script a little bit. We're going to flip it on its side. And I'm going to be doing a preview of two brand new singles that just dropped and let you guys know, A, just how excited I am for both of them, but we'll speculate a little bit and, you know, maybe think about when we, I don't know, have the idea about when the albums might be coming out, but I'm super excited. We're going to try something new today, and I'm excited to be able to bring you guys this preview. Like I said, I was going to be able to do a couple videos ago that I finally actually had some content that I really wanted to be able to talk about from the idea of a preview, as opposed to just maybe previewing every single that comes out, simply because it might be a single that maybe is leading up to an album, or with these two, the time frame sort of matches up pretty well. So, let's get into it. So the first one that I want to talk about today is a brand new single called Wouldn't You Rather by Alter Bridge. Now I'm going to start off right now by showing you guys the album, or the album cover art, or I guess the single cover art for the song. Now I believe that this one that I'm going to show you is possibly the album cover art for the upcoming album, but because they just released this as a single, I don't want to state one way or the other. But if you guys know out there in the world, definitely put that down in the comment section below and let me know whether this is just the picture for the single or for the overall album itself. But here is the cover art for the new song. And the reason that I am thinking, and let me pull that back in one more time. And so the reason that I'm thinking that this might be for the album is because this one says Walk the Sky. But the name of the actual song is called Wouldn't You Rather. Now guys, let me give you a little bit of background on Alter Bridge. So, I am sure that a lot of you guys kind of remember the late 90s, early 2000s when a rock band called Creed was just on the top of the world. They were everywhere. I remember when that song With Arms Wide Open came out and how much that just blew up, and Creed was just everywhere. Well, when Creed ended up breaking up as the overall band, when Scott Stapp, who was the lead singer at the time, wanted to be able to go and, you know, do his own thing, and he's released, you know, several albums as a solo artist, but they had a sort of almost like a contest to see who was going to be the new lead singer, and the new lead singer that came in, when they came in, they changed their name from Creed to Alter Bridge. Now, I was in love with Creed back in the day when they were, when they just had their very first album, My Own Prison, all the way to every album that they released after that. But that album with Arms Wide Open, that song on the album, Human Clay, was one of my favorite albums, maybe of all time, just because, for me, that was when I first started really taking better care and focus into how much I really loved music, but B, that was also at a time where I was first really starting to become more proficient at playing the drums, and that Human Clay Creed album was one of the best teachers for me to learn how to move my skill from one level to the next. Just because it was such a fun album to listen to, but from a drumming standpoint, it was also a relatively easy album to be able to play and perfect and really kind of get your craft down when it came to actually playing the drums and, like I said, being more proficient, just being better at it overall. But when Creed ended up breaking up and splitting apart, and then Alter Bridge was sort of created from all of the other members of Creed, when Alter Bridge came along, like, I love Scott Stapp's voice as the lead singer of Creed, but the lead singer for Alter Bridge, I think, has got a highly, just crazy, superior voice. The way he sings, the high notes he can hit, just the, hitting a high note but being able to make it last as long as he does, it's insane. And every album that Alter Bridge has come out with has been amazing, and I have loved each one a little bit more than the one before it. And so that's the reason why now, if this cover art that we're looking at, and Walk the Sky, if that is the name of the new upcoming album, I am absolutely looking very, very forward to that, because Alter Bridge released their last album, I believe in about 2016, 2017, and it was amazing. But my favorite album from theirs is called Fortress. If you guys haven't had a chance to listen to it, definitely go out there, find it in the wild, come back in those comment sections, let me know what you think about it. I think it, to me, is one of the most complete rock albums of all time. Now, the next one that we're going to be doing a preview on tonight, oof, ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited for this one. Not only because this is probably, if not one of my favorite artists of all time, regardless of whether it's country, rock, rap, R&B, hip-hop, whatever. One of my favorite artists of all time, and really was the artist for me that fully moved me, not out of not liking rock, but really moving me fully into the hip-hop and R&B space, where I was like, wow, that is the type of artist that I love. That's the type of music that I would want to make if I was making music, and his style and everything else was exactly the style that I would have if I ever became an artist. So, the brand new single by Rick Ross called Big Time, featuring Swizz Beatz. So let me show you the cover art for this single as well. So here we go. We've got Rick Ross, Big Time, featuring Swizz Beatz. So, like I said, you guys, I am so excited, for this song, because I listen to this song at least once or twice daily. I absolutely love it, and not only just because Rick Ross, like I said, is one of my favorite artists, if not maybe my favorite artist of all time, but he released his last album right around the end of 2017, near the beginning of 2018, so the thing that I do love so much more in a certain aspects about hip-hop and R&B albums, and just kind of that general style overall, is that they'll release so much more music than you might see on a rock side, because you get done with your one album, and then you're touring, and then you get back in the studio, make your next album, and then release it, and the cycle kind of starts over again. But in hip-hop and R&B, you're able to see so many more, like, oh, and here's my next single. Oh, and here's my next mixtape, kind of maybe of all like the B-sides that didn't make it to the main album. But Rick Ross is one of those guys where he's always putting out new music, but the timing of this new single coming out does make sense, and to me, from an individual who absolutely is in love with him as an artist, I'm hoping that this timing really, really matches. Oh, because I so need a new Rick Ross album so badly. I mean, again, like I said, he's one of my favorite artists of all time, but just like I was talking about with some of the Alter Bridge albums, every single Rick Ross album that he has released, I have loved even more to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. And to me, he's one of the most consistent artists in the game right now. You can always expect something epic and amazing from Rick Ross, and that's exactly why I love him. Well, you guys, I am so excited to be able to have brought you guys my first episode of a preview here on the new series for RPG reviews, previews, and general news. So, I'm really excited just to know that I finally had some content of artists and bands that are coming out, hopefully with some new albums, and hopefully coming out soon. But if you guys know any other information, any extra information that I can be able to either make in a new video or just put, here on the channel somewhere, or just put it on one of my social media sites, definitely put that down there in that comment section and let me know if you guys have any concrete time frames of if a new Rick Ross album is coming out or when the new Alter Bridge album is going to drop, because I will definitely be putting those dates down on the calendar. Well, you guys, again, thank you so much for all of the love, all of the support that you always show. I absolutely love each and every one of you. But as always, come on now, you guys. You know where you are right now in this moment. You've got it locked here on the channel with your boy, IPG, Red, Purple, Gold. So until I come with that next episode,